Hello and welcome to the Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Gen Tarot, and I'm one of the hosts of the Spiritual View. Today is a special day, not just because it's my birthday, but because birthdays are portals of renewal, rebirth, and fresh starts. Every time we complete another year, we step into a new energetic cycle, shedding the old and stepping into the new. And so today we're going to collectively step into this new gateway together that even though it's my birthday, you're getting to experience the energy of this gateway with me. All right, so before we get started, I want us to take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation call on the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, our higher selves and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. So, like I said, today is my birthday. So, I just took that as the overall energy for today because I know I'm going to be feeling that energy all day long. But it is an energy of rebirth and renewal and fresh starts. And it's just, every time it's like, this is your own new year. And then especially because of where my birthday actually lands, it's so close to, that spring equinox, which really is, the new start of the year as well. And so I just felt like that energy was very loud because of just the whole fresh start energy. I do feel like, especially because of the astrology that we've been all dealing with, that, we've had a lot of old things cleared out. And so what happens when you have a lot of old stuff cleared out? It's making space for a whole lot of new stuff to come in. And so if you've been part of that, just the clearing, just the karmic clearing that has absolutely been happening, then you probably have made a lot of space too. And you probably don't even know where your new start is going to begin because it's probably just like everything is still just like trying to land and you haven't even gotten just fully like, where are we at yet? So the energy surrounding this reading is all about new beginnings, divine alignment, and stepping into the next chapter of our destiny. So the angel numbers that are guiding us today are 909 and 311. So 909 is one I've been seeing constantly. And then, of course, 311 is today's date. But whenever I see 311, I know that that's something special for me since that's my birthday as well. So they are speaking loud and clear. 909 is the number of spiritual endings and new doors opening, while 311 is a powerful call to embrace change, trust our intuition, and manifest in our highest timeline. And, that's something I've definitely been talking about for a while. So Spirit is saying with these numbers and just all of the energy today, something big is shifting. We are about to have a breakthrough. If you've been waiting for this, it is here. And it's just right now, it's probably still a little bit hidden from your view if you don't know what it is yet. So what if the missing piece is about to be revealed right now, showing you what this opportunity is that you haven't even considered? And so that's the thing. It's like once we cleared out all of the stuff that didn't need to be there anymore, now we get to see what is still left. What do we still have to work with? And again, it's making space for the things that we didn't even know were possibly opportunities for us as well. All right, so today I'm going to be pulling with the Sacred Forest Oracle. And the first card I pulled is, what is it that we think is the energy that's supposed to be happening today? What are we expecting to happen today? And so we have the spirit guardian of summer. And this is almost like getting the cart before the horse in this. Is like, we think that it's time. We've done all of this work. And I'm sure that every one of us are just so exhausted to this point of everything that you've been through. It's like, I just need, to get to the other side. I think that most of us even knew that there was a purpose to all of this that was happening. And we were trying to hang on tight just as it was happening. But it was just, this is where we were keeping our focus. That was how we were getting through it, is just seeing that, okay, the abundance is coming. If I just hang on tight enough, it's coming. But we haven't gotten to summer yet. Right now, it's still that planting season. And so it's like, no matter how desperate we are, we're still not there yet. We can see the bud starting to blossom. And that's why the excitement is just so big. We are so close that we can see it, but we're still not close enough to actually, grab hold to it and hang on to it. So the second card that I pulled is what is actually happening today. So if this is what we were hoping or thinking was going to happen, so what is actually happening today? We have Raven Spirit and the Truth. And so this kind of ties me back into something I just said, is that there is some sort of truth that is going to be revealed today that's going to help you understand why you're not ready for this yet, why this is still kind of in process. And so there's something here that you did not know. There's information that you didn't even know was available to you. And I'm just getting it connected back to, because your space was so packed and filled up before, you didn't have space for this to even be a possibility for you. And so now then, because you've created so much space, like all of this stuff is starting to attract in to fill in that void that you've created. And so now then you're seeing what all of your possibilities really are. So I'm going to actually read this card to you. So that's the Raven Spirit. And that is a 32 card. As you look up, you see a raven peering at you from a branch. It feels like he's gazing straight into your soul. He swoops down and lands on your hand. Amazingly, he begins to talk, telling you the deeper truths of your life. He reminds you to focus on what is important and admonishes you to make choices that honor your truth. Stark honesty is called for at this time in your life. In ancient Greece, it was believed that ravens carried messages from the gods, and because of their acute vision, they were thought to be the bringers of truth. The soul loves truth. What is your truth regarding your life? Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Listen for what is sincere and what is honest in others. Step away from those who are cagey and duplicitous. I can't even say that word. Okay. The hardest thing about living your truth is knowing exactly what that is. However, this is a place within you that always knows what is real and what isn't. Release the situations and people with whom you find yourself less than honest for fear of being judged or not accepted. It can take time to discover what is true for you, but once you know, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Miracles follow when you take the time to be genuine. The raven is also considered to be the totem and the protector of the Queen of Fairies. And so there is some soul level truth that is being revealed. And I think, again, it was the first thing I'm getting is that there was information that you just didn't even know that this was an opportunity for you. And so I pulled some cards just to see what was this truth that is coming out. And so we have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the the Two of Pentacles. Sorry. So what I get from that is there is something. I'm feeling like this is connected with an opportunity that's coming to you. And with this, there's a partnership here that is coming to you. And it's not necessarily a love connection, but it could be, because I feel like all areas of our lives have been impacted through this karmic clearing. And so there's some sort of new partnership that's coming in. And I feel like with this card right here, it's telling us that it's actually going to be very coveted. So whatever this connection is, it's going to be highly, other people are going to want this. It's like other people are going to want this connection, this opportunity that you're getting, but it does come with a lot of responsibilities. With the Two of Pentacles, that's just, I feel like, okay, there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of plates, a lot of, balls in the air to juggle. So like, I think that there's a lot that you're going to have to think through when this opportunity presents itself. I don't think it's just going to be like as like clear cut of, yes, this is exactly what I need to do. I think that truth piece is part of what's coming out, is that you're going to have to look at this and really think what is most aligned with what my soul wants. And so until you know exactly what it is that your soul wants, you can't even make those kinds of decisions. And so like it comes back to this meme that I've seen. It's like, determine what kind of life that you want to live and then say no to anything that is not that. So until you know what kind of life you want to live, you don't even know what's in alignment. So when all of these opportunities are showing up, it's hard to know which ones you're actually supposed to take, because you don't know what it is that you want most, so that you can say no to anything that is not that. So the first place you've got to get is that deep truth of what it is that you truly want for yourself. And I think that a lot of times we hold ourselves to this weird standard about the truth about what we actually want, because sometimes we think that we should want something that's maybe greater than what it is that we actually want. Sometimes we think that we should want something that looks good on paper, when what we actually want is something that doesn't look good on paper at all. And it's like, we don't want to own that. We don't want to own that choice, because it's like, what will other people think? It's not the normal choice. But I think that if we can get so clear about, like, this is what I truly want for myself, and get rid of the guilt, just know this is what I want. Be that level clear and true to yourself. This is the type of life I want. I don't have to live the type of life that everybody else is living. And so when these opportunities are showing up, you're going to know this is aligned with the path. This can work for me, because it aligns with what I know I want for myself. Okay. So moving forward with the Mermaid Tarot. So why is this happening to us today? And so we have the Four of Cups. And so again, this just brought me right back to, this is something you didn't even know was an opportunity for you. It was always there in the peripheral, which 11:33 is on the clock. So it was always there in the peripheral as a potential opportunity, but because you were so focused on things having to look in a certain way. And again, I'm kind of getting back to this on paper thing, that it looked good on paper. Something looks good on paper, but like the reality is you're going a completely different path than what you could have ever even imagined. It's not even been on paper yet. This is a whole new path that you're forging your way, but you didn't know it was possible, because you were only focused on like really what was right in front of you. Okay, so your best move forward right now is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups it's very emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. And so like really looking at this from a very like, it's the heart mind cohesion. So like we're looking at it through logic, but we're also pulling in, what our soul actually desires. So I mean, it's just this full heart mind cohesion, that we're not going into it just like, again, strictly logical. Strictly logical is going to make you look at this and think, nope, that doesn't look good on paper, and so it probably won't work out. Most people wouldn't choose this option, so I probably shouldn't do that. That's the logical way of looking at it. But also, if you're looking at it at just strictly the heart, the desire, that could also lead you into places that you don't need to be. And so it's like, oh no, this is like shiny and it's beautiful and it makes me feel wonderful. But yet you get into it and it might have a lot of lessons for you that you didn't even know that we're going to be a part of that. So coming into it with this type of maturity, it's not just like the logic base, it's not just the heart base, it is the combination. We're looking at it from the holistic perspective. How is this beneficial overall? Are we being realistic about what are the blocks of this, and what are just what's actually necessary for us to do this? All right, so if we can do this, the potential outcome is the 10 of Cups. And so there is a lot of fulfillment coming. And so, I mean, just like the lightness and the brightness. You've got your people, you've got your abundance, you've got your happiness, you've got your family. This is just, it's celebration all over. This feels really good. And we're doing it by staying true and authentic to ourselves. All right. So what we don't see coming with this, though, is the 10 of Wands. And so the 10 of Wands means we're going to have to make some choices here. So right now we have been carrying a lot of responsibility that probably was not our own. And so if we're going to step into this, new opportunity, this new role, there's probably things here that cannot come with us. This is about carrying old baggage into new places. And so we're not carrying the old baggage. We've got to really inspect the old baggage. So if you've not gotten all of your karma cleared out yet, Venus is still working. So we've got to get this cleared out to the bare bones. We're only taking what is absolutely necessary so that we have space for the things that are really meant for us. And how do we know what's really meant for us? Because we're getting really clear about what is true for us, what is, our true desires of our heart, what type of life we truly want to live. And we're choosing that and saying no to anything that's not that. All right, so I'm going to close this out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. And I just ask, what can we do to help bring our manifestations in? And we have intention. And so intentions are very important. If you have no idea what direction you're going, you won't know when those opportunities show up that this is the one that's meant to get you on your path. So it's coming back to that same, the truth, getting just very, very clear about the type of life that you really want for yourself and being honest about that. And not like giving yourself unnecessary guilt because it doesn't look like what everybody else wants it to look like. So intention is focused thought. Prayer is focused thought. Worry is also focused thought. Notice the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns. And so just get very, very clear about what it is you want and want it for the right reasons, not because you think that it's just what society thinks that you're supposed to want, what your parents think you're supposed to want, or just what you think overall you're just supposed to want. Allow yourself to get to know yourself well enough to say, no, this is actually the type of life that feeds my soul, that makes me happy, and that I truly want to live. All right, so new beginnings. What are we beginning, with this new beginning energy? We've had all of our closings, and we've learned so many lessons. So where are we going from here? I mean, it really is, it's up to you. And I think that that's what this card is kind of telling you. Like, there's no predestined place to go. It's wherever you want it to be. And I think up until this point, you've been living your life based on what you think everybody else thinks that you should be doing. So now then get very, very clear. What do you want? What kind of life do you want to live? And I think that that's the opportunity that's being on hand here with this new beginning energy, with this, 909 potential, this new beginnings that are coming in. It's really, we cleared this out for you. So it's your path. What type of path do you want to live? What type of life do you want to live? All right, so I'm going to close it out there. Hopefully you have found value in this, and I would love to hear down in the comments like how this has resonated with you, what types of how you've been dealing with the astrology, if you've been dealing with all the karma clearings, and what types of new beginnings you're hoping to be bringing in. Have you gotten to your soul level truth yet about what you know you want for your life? All right. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.